welcome back to the channel. We are here with the Beyond Control summoning session. I know I said I was going to summon on this banner, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some tickets, and then I'm also going to hit any blue or red orb that shows up, and then I'm going to not spend any money, and I'm just going to do free-to-play summons over the month to finish it and get a spark, I think. And the main reason I'm doing this is because I really want Ninian and Lilith. I think Lilith is really going to be good in SDR, and after looking at the new SDS map for this week, teleportation is going to be pretty strong. So I kind of want to try that out, and I love Ninian, and I want to try out her PRF dance, so hopefully I can pick up both of them within the spark, because I don't want to do any more than that, and I'm just going to do free-to-play orbs. So it's a very small summoning session for today. So let's go ahead and jump right in. And as we do that, we can answer some questions as well. So we're doing blue and red. As good as Gustav and Rhea are, I do not care all that much. Oh my god! The game knew. The game was like, hey, you're not going to spend money? Nah, we got you. And they're going to come after me with my wallet. Oh, that's so amazing. Minus attack. That's perfect. That doesn't even matter. I don't even know. I need to make a thing for SD. A category for SD. That'd be cool. Oh, she looks so amazing. I don't like her being sad, though, to be honest. Like, Bridal Ninian's my favorite dancer aesthetically because she looks so happy. Well, that was an amazing first pull. Let's keep going. We're just going to try to slowly move towards the spark. That's the plan. And as we do that, let's answer some questions. So the first question we have is from Ari, a longtime viewer of the channel. And they want to know, do you think we'll get a remake new Fire Emblem title anytime soon? I can't wait for Three Hopes, but I still want an actual game. I am right there with you, 100%. I enjoy Warriors games, but not like a lot, is the way I'd put it, I guess. Like, how can I explain that? Like, they get monotonous to me really fast. Like, it's just like kill lots of enemies, and so like the gameplay kind of bores me, even though if the story is good. So I'm not really sure about it. Okay, one second before that. I already got Ninian. Ninian was blue. I don't really need two Ninians, right? I don't think so. But no. So I should go. Why did I do colorless? Okay, I'm dumb. Anyway, let's do red. Should I just do full circles to save orbs? It's very orb efficient. Actually, I think I should do full circles now, because I can just spark for Lilith and then I'm good. So yeah, let's do full circles. That makes sense. That way I can be very orb efficient. I would never do this typically. Typically I just snipe for what I want, but the fact that I got Ninian so early, and I don't really care about anything else, so it's like I'll just grab Lilith with the spark and be good. So back to the question. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Warriors games. I'm looking forward to the story. I'm hoping that's going to be really interesting and good. It doesn't seem to be a golden route of any sorts, so I'm not really sure what they're going to do with it, especially because the main character is not Lilith. So I'm interested in that. I'm definitely going to play it. The thing is, when it comes to Fire Emblem Three Hopes, is that it comes out 6 days before the new Monster Hunter game. And I am a Monster Hunter hardcore player. I have over 1,600 hours on Iceborne and like 500 hours on Rise and like 500 to 600 hours on every other game pretty much, which isn't that much for hardcore Monster Hunter players, but it is quite a bit. So essentially what I'm planning to do is I'm either going to stream Three Hopes that 6 days, or I'm going to just play it really quick in those 6 days, try to beat all the routes in 6 days, and then make videos out of it. I'm not sure yet. One of the two. If you have an opinion, drop a comment down below and let me know which one you prefer. But yeah, so when it comes to an actual Fire Emblem game, that's what I'm really looking forward to. I'm really honestly surprised we haven't gotten an announcement for one yet. I expected to see an announcement last year for like a remake or something, and we didn't get one. So I'm just kind of baffled. I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm guessing like the current situation in the world has slowed down production or something. I'm not really sure, but I really want a new Fire Emblem. I don't care if it's a remake or like an actual new title. Either one is fine with me. I just want like an actual Fire Emblem game. I just want to play a strategy game. You know what I mean? Like Fae gives me my fix to an extent, but you know, there's only so much you can do in Fae, I guess is the best way to put it. I kind of just miss like a classical campaign for Fire Emblem. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. So I'm right there with you, Ari. Our next question is from Faeology, a big friend of the channel. And Faeology wants to know, what's the +10 unit you regret the most? Oh, crap. Man, Faeology's always asking the difficult questions. Oh, any +10 I merged up for Arena, I don't like. So essentially, like for me, like +10s are my favorite units, right? Like those are the units I care about the most, the characters I care about the most. And so when you have characters who I like don't really care for at my +10 category, it kind of like irks me a bit. So any of those. Oh, and when it's Gnaw. How many Gnaws have I gotten? I feel like I've gotten a ton of Gnaws, like just randomly. Like why aren't you brave? Why aren't you brave, Roy? I'd be much more happy. I think she has like bonus doubler fodder, which is like whatever. But yeah, so when it comes to exclusive 5 stars, I think it would be Fallen Male Corn. I was going for a +10 legendary Dimitri, and I think it was his first banner or his second banner? I can't remember. It's the one where it was legendary Dimitri, legendary Chrom, and Fallen Male Corn sharing. And I just kept getting Fallen Male Corn, so I ended up getting a +10. And originally he was at like +1 or something, so I got a ton of him. And I just think he's a terrible unit. Like I know a lot of Fates fans might be mad at me for saying that, but I think he sucks. He's just trash. Like when female Fallen Corn came out, her weapon was insane because at the time we didn't have +5 stats stapled onto every single weapon like we do nowadays. And so, you know, having that as a unique effect was cool and powerful. But when it comes to male Corn, it's like, okay, you get +5 to all stats. Yeah, everybody gets that. Like that's your weapon effect. And you're like, oh yeah, I get that. But only if no one's around. And if there's only one unit within 2 spaces, I get guard too. It's like that's it. Oh my gosh. Here's Hubert. But yeah, like it's such an underwhelming weapon. It's like so terrible. It's not great, especially in Arena where I use him for scoring. He just does not do much at all. He just dies to like literally everything. So probably him when it comes to exclusive 5 stars +10. Like I just do not enjoy him at all. Hopefully he gets a really good refine in like 5 years or something like that, so that I could actually use him for something. Do I want to do all these blues? I know it's orb efficient, but like, how many orbs do I really save? I save like 4. I think I'll back out. Going against what I said earlier. I'm very indecisive. Okay, I wish it was all reds. Anyway, so the next question is going to be from Dymastia. And Dymastia wants to know, what is your favorite Monster Hunter game and monster? Ooh, speaking of Monster Hunter, dude, I love Monster Hunter. It is one of my favorite series like ever. It is so much fun. If you enjoy like big boss fights and like RPG like armor and weapons, like it's a very good series. I recommend it. So when it comes to Monster Hunter, I would say originally Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate was my favorite. It was the second game I played. I started playing when 3 Ultimate came out on Wii U. But now it is definitely Iceborne. 100,000,000% Iceborne. Like I said earlier, I have like 1,600 hours on that game. I love the game so much. Base Monster Hunter World was cool, and I had a lot of fun with it. I put a lot of hours onto it. But Iceborne, the endgame, was so amazing. It had one of the best endgames I've ever played. The guiding lands, or the grinding lands as I like to call them, was kind of bad at first, but they definitely made some good adjustments to it to make it a lot more fun. And just the customization you could do with your weapons, and most importantly, I would say, was the monsters. In Iceborne, the endgame monsters were just top tier amazing. You had things like Alatreon, or Safijiva, or Fatalis. I honestly think Fatalis may be the best fight they've ever made in a Monster Hunter game, like ever, just hands down. It was so much fun. It was like the perfect amount of difficulty. Like, oh, it was so good. It was just phenomenally good. Why are you giving me all these blues? We'll just do the colorless and then dip, I think. I don't really need another Ninian, as much as I like her. Anyway, so yeah, so Iceborne is definitely my favorite. I love Iceborne a ton. When it comes to monsters, my favorite monster is Zinogre. Zinogre is so cool. Like, I love wolves. Wolves are my favorite animal, and lightning is my favorite like element. So it's the perfect combination. And Zinogre just kind of jumps around, killing people, you know, spinning around on his back, just like destroying things, like dropping lightning bolts. Oh, he's such a cool monster. I like Zinogre so much. I actually have like a statue of it in my room. Maybe I'll show that off sometime when I'm streaming. It's so cool. I love him. But yeah, if you haven't played Monster Hunter and you're interested in it, definitely think about checking it out. The new game comes out, I think it's June 30th, I think it is. And it is going to be amazing. So definitely check that game out if you have any interest at all. Okay, let's move on to our next question. And that is going to be from DTM, another friend of the channel. And they want to know, other than Ike, are there any other characters that you would have to whale for to +10 in Fae? So, oh gosh, there definitely are. How many orbs do I have? 31 orbs. Okay. The thing is like nowadays I have most of the units I want at +10. And what I mean by that is like, I don't really need every version of my favorite units at +10, except for Ike. Even Ike, I don't have every unit. Like, I don't have Valentine's at +10. But like, for like Hector, for example, when Legendary Hector came out, I immediately wanted to whale for him to +10 because I love Hector so much. Same thing with like Alm and Fallen Leon. When Fallen Leon came out, he was perfect. So I was so happy to +10 him. Nowadays, any unit I would +10 immediately would probably be like Ascended Nephany. If they released an Ascended Nephany who was really cool and like really good art and like was useful and like powerful, I would definitely +10 that. Or if they did like an Ascendant Jafar, I would definitely +10 that, 100% sure. I'm not sure if I would do it in one banner though, to be honest. Like even greens, it's all Gustavs, I guess. I don't like being orb efficient. This is bothering me. I just want to back out and go back for reds. If I do that, I have 15 orbs left. That's not enough for a full circle. I think that's fine. We'll back out here. This is not being me, or I'm not being orb efficient, but that's fine. And then this will be our last circle. So we'll do these 3 and then call it. But yeah, so I don't know if I do in one banner, because like Ascendant Joshua is perfect. I love Ascendant Joshua. He's definitely going to get +10 eventually, but it's probably going to be a thing where it happens throughout the year instead of like an immediate thing. So I don't think there's, yeah, other than if they dropped a Nephany, an Ascendant Nephany, and she was perfect, like amazing, phenomenal art, and was like super meta and powerful, then I might immediately +10 her. Her or Jafar, I guess. But other than that, I don't think so. I think I would probably wait for most characters. I want to say, but knowing me, it might change when I actually see the unit. Okay, this is gonna be the last summon. And it's Rebecca. So, not the best. So we're at 4.5%, which is not very good, to be honest. We got Nephany. We got Ninian around the first circle, which was amazing. But then from there, we didn't really get anything at all. We have 5 summons left. I am not buying any orbs. We are going to wait until we get enough orbs for 5 more summons. So that's like 23 more orbs at the worst. Then we will come back and finish this at a later time. And I will probably spark for Lilith. And then I will call it quits on this banner. Overall, very glad I was able to get Ninian. Wish I had a little bit better luck, but it's fine. It's whatever. What I'd really like to hear is how your summons went if you summoned on this banner. And if you didn't, I would like to know what you were saving for. CYL is not too far away, and I'm sure we're going to have some powerful units dropping on that banner. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe, as it helps the channel grow and keeps the content coming out. This has been Oblivion, and I'll catch you all later with more Fire Emblem Heroes.